Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1.
2.
3.
4.
5.
6.
Spider-Verse! Yeah! Hello, folks. I'm Jared. I'm with
Spidey.
Silk.
Spidey again.
Spidey.
Spidey.
and we're gonna ask him a few questions. Anyway, how you doing, A-kon? Having fun right now? Yeah. Yeah, Spider-Verse is going on in A-kon right now. Yeah. All right, let me ask you a few questions. Why Spider-Man?
I just really felt a connection with him since I was a kid. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I liked her character style a lot, like the way that she was drawn, the way that her webs work a little differently than Spider-Man's. I thought that was interesting.
What was her webs do? Like, how did they come out?
Like she holds her hands like this, and like this instead of like where Spidey's go like this, because she shoots with these fingers instead.
Step in the movie going like, go web, go, go. He had the right way, but he was just like, go.
Up and away. Yeah. Shoot.
Oh, what about you? Why Spidey?
Like Tom Holland over there said, I have been a huge Spider-Man fan since I was a little kid. I relate with the character a lot. I actually was bullied a lot in high school too, just like Peter Parker. Yeah. Hey! And just, you know, really sticks with me. I've been reading the comics a little, watching the movies. I personally prefer the Tobey Maguire movies the most, even though I'm wearing Andrew Garfield, but this is a badass suit, so I thought, why not?
What about you?
Mainly because my friend Gage and my brother's doing it, and just I love Spider-Man!
Yeah.
I did it because, well, I've always liked Spider-Man, one of my favorite superheroes growing up, and I also didn't have a lot of cosplays lined up for this, and he was like, hey, I have a Spider-Man suit, I'm not using it, and I'm like, can I have it? And he's like, yeah, and now I'm Spider-Man.
Awesome. What's a good moment of Spider-Man comic show, whatever, that like really go, yeah, that's Spider-Man. Or it's like, oh, Spider-Man.
About our event coming tomorrow.
I think it was probably like an Infinity War. Sorry, spoilers for anybody that saw it.
All right, spoilers. Wait. Spoilers alert from Infinity. It's been what? Has it been 2 months?
2 months. He's still.
All right, walk away. All right, real quick. Spoilers, right here. Spoilers. Ready? Go.
He decided that he was gonna jump out of a bus and onto a spaceship without thinking twice about it. Like I was like, yeah, that's it. Just like I don't care. This needs to happen. He just went without thinking about it. It was pretty cool.
All right. What about you?
That is an overwhelming answer. I have to go with that.
What's a Spider-Man moment where you're like, yeah, that's Spider-Man, or like, yeah.
Like in Infinity War?
It could be anything. It could be anything from show, movie, comic, anything.
I have maybe 3 moments. The one where, I think it was in Spider-Man 2 where he lost his powers, but yet he still chose to go in that burning building and save that little girl. Like, that is Spider-Man right there. The other one I got would probably be, it's probably a moment from the comics, I think. But it's like, you know, pretty much basically it was the one where he quit being Spider-Man, but like, even when he quit being Spider-Man, he still just knew, like, I gotta do this. People need me. Right. But out of every Spider-Man actor, I feel like Tobey Maguire captured him the best. I mean, Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield are pretty cool, but Tobey is the Spider-Man, like, no doubt.
So the question is, like, what moment, cartoon, show, comic, whatever, that made you go, yeah, that is Spider-Man. That is Spider-Man for me.
Man, that is tough, because there's a lot of good moments, and it's been a while since I've seen the movies. Right. It's just, like, this is tough. I can get this. I'm thinking of like a good moment. I really liked that scene in the bell tower in Spider-Man 3.
Oh, when he's ripping off the symbiote. Yeah, I think that's the only good scene for me, when he's just like, oh, because he's.
It's so like it's his morals taking over of what the suit's influencing him with, and I think that's pretty awesome about him being a hero.
Right. All right, how about this? What is a moment that it was just like excruciating to read, watch for Spider-Man? Like, oh, Spider-Man, you're so sad. Oh no. It's like. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Bye. It's the same one all around.
Everybody does, yeah.
It's like hard question.
I don't feel so good.
I feel so good, Mr. Stark.
So good.
Oh my God.
His spider sense was
like, dude, like, I got a story about that. So I was in the theater when it had, like, watching Infinity War, And the moment it happened, literally, there was like, let's see. So, anyways, we were in the store, or story. We were
We're in the store.
Yeah, we were in the theater, and you know, I was sitting with like a couple of Marvel fans, like a bunch of fangirls and a bunch of fanboys, mostly Tom Holland fangirls. The moment he said, "I don't feel so good," they all burst into tears. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't join them.
Right. That was the second time I watched it. Like it was welling up, cause that acting. Cause like,
Did you know? Oh, wait.
oh, that's right. He's just 16 years old.
No, I was in shock. Like, I was so hyped through the whole movie. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Da, da, da. And then I just stopped, and my jaw just dropped, and I just froze for the rest of it. I was like, what the fuck did they just do to my husband?
I was surprised.
How dare they?
I was surprised to hear that it was winged the entire scene. It wasn't scripted at all. He had to wing it.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
he
he
didn't know he
improvised
was
the whole
gonna die.
thing.
He had no clue that he was gonna do it. They didn't tell him, and then they're like, oh, by the way,
Oh
you
yeah,
have to
cause
die
he
now.
sucks at secrets. That's right.
Yeah,
Tom Holland
yeah.
he's just really bad at secrets.
He is terrible at it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Almost
right.
as bad as Mark Ruffalo.
We're good with spoilers now. All right. Black Spider-Man. We're good with no spoilers already. All right. So, what is a moment of comic, movie, or show that made you like, oh no, Spider-Man? Like it just like hurts you seeing what he went through.
It's just when Uncle Ben dies. That's already just a very sad moment. It's like his most closest family member dies.
Like his only father.
And like, yeah, he was like his father figure, his mentor for everything, gave him like all the best advice, and then he dies in a simple robbery. And it's like he wasn't even in the building, and it was just like, it was such a, like, he died in such an undignified way. It was so like, man, that sucks.
That one.
What's crazy about that is that it sucks the most because as Spider-Man, that's the simplest thing for him to solve. Out of all of his problems, that was probably the easiest thing that he could have stopped if he was Spider-Man.
Which is the problem. That's like the biggest problem, is that he could have solved it easily, but he didn't. So he's like, I could have changed this, and it bites at him forever.
I remember there was one. The moment for me is the one in the comic where Gwen Stacy on the bridge, Green Goblin, Spider-Man, Green Goblin pushes Stacy off the bridge, zoop.
And he thought he saved her, but he killed her.
But you hear, yeah, and like it always goes back and forth. But I think it was like the whip and then the snap, and then he's pulling up, making jokes, and then you have it. And I always read that with just a horrible like pain. It's like, hey, no, you're not supposed to be dead. No, I'm the hero. You're supposed to, I saved you. And he's just like, I'm going to kill the Green Goblin now.
And he comes really close too, but then, you know, we all know how the Green Goblin went away.
Yeah. And but just like, it's just to the point where he's like, he blames the Green Goblin. And he'll never know it was his fault because he blames the Green Goblin. And to go from like never killing anybody to like, I'm going to kill this SOB.
It's the way to break a superhero.
Yeah, he definitely broke character that time.
Oh yeah, and it's,
Injustice when Superman.
oh yeah, and Superman's only the best.
Break a hero, man.
Superman's only the best when he's evil.
It's great because he's so relatable because he's a rookie hero, and he has actual human flaws more often than some of the others.
Right.
I mean,
It's just-
Tony Stark's got his arrogance, but like Spider-Man's got his immaturity and his childness.
And as he grows old, you see it like evolve bit by bit. And as he grows old, he meets one of the best characters in Marvel Universe, which is his soulmate, Deadpool. Which I've recently seen so many comic strips of just them being together, and it's just like literally a bunch of witches summon his soulmate, and it's Spider-Man. So what do you think? If Deadpool meets Spider-Man in the movies, how would you react?
I'd probably laugh until I cry.
Yeah, because it's just
Too good. Just too good.
the
Can't miss
idea
it.
of Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland, just a perfect match.
I feel like at first Spider-Man would be like, I don't know about this, but you know, Deadpool's a little persistent with that. I figured it would end up pretty well.
To be honest, since I'm like one of the biggest Marvel fans ever, that'd be the best day of my life, like no joke.
2020, that's when they get the rights back. Do not fire Ryan Reynolds. Just literally, they can just plop him into the Marvel universe. There's nothing that doesn't show that Deadpool's from a like you cannot just put him in the Marvel universe. It's just like simple, just there you go. Because there's nothing that
Deadpool
affects.
doesn't follow the rules rolls anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can.
exactly.
There was a hell carrier in Deadpool 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Every fourth one. It doesn't
Kill the
matter.
Marvel Universe.
Exactly.
It's gonna be great. I love it. If like the day I see like hey Spidey, it's like who are you supposed to be? I'm Deadpool. And trailer.
Ovation in the theater.
It's gonna happen at some point. That's my only feeling. It's
I need it.
it had to happen.
need
It was
that.
gonna happen.
One thing I hope that happens, like, you know, besides the whole Spider-Man and Deadpool thing, which that will be a miracle when that happens. I doubt it'll happen at this point, but I really hope that they can somehow get Wolverine in the MCU, but somehow try as hard as they can to convince Hugh Jackman to return.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be very tough.
Like, here's the thing: he has two people trying to convince him: Sebastian Stan, who plays the Winter Soldier, and Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool himself.
Right, because he wants to be in. Because like we saw him in the hotel room with a bathrobe, and then Deadpool in the back in the bed. What's going on there?
Yeah.
Remember Deadpool 1? It's like, oh, you wondering how I got a movie? Well, maybe I had to go down under if you have to know what I mean. So maybe that's what it was. But oh man, so what was your first experience with Spider-Man?
Well, I was a kid, and it doesn't have anything to do with the movies or comics, but I was at I guess it was some costume thing going on, and I ran into a guy who was dressed like Spider-Man, and I was a little kid, so I was like, wow, Spider-Man. So that was my first time ever seeing him after hearing so much about him.
It's lovely that moment. What about you?
Well, he's my little brother, so what he did is he brought home a Spider-Man game for PlayStation 2, and he showed it to me. I'm like, what is this?
That is a good game.
And that just started like the whole, like, it went downhill from there. I just became an immediate fan.
It went uphill from there.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You
uphill,
swing
downhill.
the hill.
Depending on how
Exactly.
you look at it.
Except for Tom Holland movie. Oh, there's no buildings here.
Yeah.
That was the funniest crap in that movie.
Okay, so for me, the way I got into Spider-Man was I used to watch this little channel back then. You remember JetX?
Oh,
JetX was like the best thing ever. Why? Like, the reason they got rid of it, just why did it have to die?
Yeah.
But
Tsunami died for a while. Maybe JetX will come back.
But they played what was it? Spider-Man the animated series. I saw an episode of that and I was like,
Na 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 na.
Exactly.
Radioactive Spider-Man. Oh shit, that was that.
I know, it was the shit back then. But like,
watching now, I was like, ooh, that's
Yeah.
that's a product of its time.
but like, oh, you okay, Ron? Sorry, Robin over there fell. But so basically, I remember watching an episode once. Sorry, my mask's all fucked up. I remember watching an episode once, and I was like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" And I went and told my, yes, I made a pun. High five! High five! I didn't even realize it.
Uh-oh, I'm stuck.
Oh no!
All
You're
right,
stuck.
we're like this forever. Okay.
Okay.
So like, not even black. Oh, you did it.
All right.
Why? We could have been together forever.
Yes, we could have.
You can't. It's
Oh,
Deadpool's
no.
job now.
That's
Shit.
true.
That's right.
But basically what happened was, so I was watching an episode of Spider-Man the Animated Series, and I went and told my grandma, hey, you know, I really like this cartoon. And, you know, she said, okay. I was like maybe, 5 years old at the time? Okay, how about this? I'm going to take you out and buy you some Spider-Man toys. And I was like, yes.
Oh, that's so nice.
So we went and bought some Spider-Man toys, and then, like, I think a couple of weeks later, I found out Spider-Man 2 was coming out.
Oh, so you're like, wait, there's a what?
Yeah, and then so since I was a little kid, I didn't watch the first one first, so I went and saw Spider-Man 2, and I loved it except for that one hospital scene. It scared the living shit out of me.
I think I told
Where Doc Ock massacres the whole hospital.
Yeah.
That scene was pretty scary.
No, that literally felt like a horror scene right
It
there.
didn't even feel like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2 got the most real.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 has like a sad villain who just wants to create what he wanted to do, like a memory of his thing, but like freaking tentacle metal rampage of death was just like, and then he's like, oh, and it looks like terror, like you see blood, and it was like, holy shit, this is not the neighborhood
But,
Spider-Man.
if there's one thing from Spider-Man 2 that used to make me laugh so much back then, and it still does to this day, here's the thing though, I know he was seriously trying to save people, but the face he made while he was doing the train where he's like it was so freaking funny.
You can,
Especially how he screamed too, like
He honestly has so much fun it's just the best thing to watch this kid. It's like a kid's dream come true, being a superhero, and he has so much fun with it, no matter how serious it gets. It's pretty awesome.
Right. What about you? What was your
Experience with Spider-Man started. I saw it was either an episode, a series of episodes, or a movie. I can barely remember because I was 3, and I'm 19 now. So, like, it had a guy with the power of wormholes, and like Kingpin was there.
Oh yeah, that's it. That was a.
Hobgoblin was there. Yeah, Hobgoblin was there. So Kingpin, Hobgoblin, Green Goblin was there too. Everybody was there, and that was like how it started. And then I saw all the Spider-Man movies, 1, 2, and 3, all of them theaters.
Nice. Yeah.
And I loved it ever since. And Spider-Man was awesome. I had Spider-Man underwear, and it was great.
I mean, who didn't?
I'm not gonna
Right?
lie, I did.
Right? Yeah.
Spider-Man underwear or Ninja Turtle underwear?
It was Ninja or Power Rangers.
I was about to
Power
say
Rangers
Power
was
Rangers.
shit too, like, no doubt.
I still love Power Rangers.
Pokemon.
Same here.
Never grow out of it.
Never. Don't. It's still going strong. Hell, there was a Spider-Man Power Ranger kind of thing in Japan, where like he had like a Megazord. It's like, sure,
Oh, you
why
mean
not?
That Japanese
The
spin-off.
Japanese spin-off
Right.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I actually got a fun fact. Did you know Tobey Maguire was not the first Spider-Man on screen? Like, there was 2 other guys before him. I don't know the first guy, but one guy was apparently some guy named Nicholas Hammond, and he was like it was like a live-action '70s series. It was pretty terrible, to be honest.
Oh, it always is back then.
Stan Lee himself said that it was terrible. Like, it was pretty bad. I've watched it before.
I believe him.
Theme song catchy though.
What was the what's your favorite Spider-Man movie?
It has to be Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3, definitely.
Wow, Spider-Man 3. That's a pick.
Uh-huh.
Like the most controversial pick too.
Yeah.
Hey, you love what you love, man. Why? I mean, I want to ask you why. Like,
Why? I don't remember a lot from it, but I just remember sitting in front of it when I was a kid, and I was just like, "Wow!"
Okay,
this
you were
is,
amazed.
This is
The
this is
nostalgia.
Spider-Man.
right there
This
it
is
is.
Spider-Man.
What about you?
I don't remember. I'm not good with like the movie names. It's the one that he was talking about with the train. Or he was
Spider-Man
closing
2.
on.
Spider-Man 2, yeah.
Spidey 2. What about you?
I got 3 favorites actually.
Really?
Number 1 is Spider-Man 2, obviously, because that's what started it for me. And then I know this is controversial, but Spider-Man 3, and this is even more controversial. But my 3rd favorite Spider-Man movie is controversial, but The Amazing Spider-Man 1.
No, that's okay movie. It's okay. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the one that just like
Oh, it was absolutely terrible.
swing and a miss 3 times.
But I will tell you though, the reason I like Spider-Man 3 is kind of similar to what he said, but I just really liked how that movie was, especially Sandman, and how they had apparently. And sorry, I'm having a hard time talking, you know. But I also like how they had the side story with Harry Osborn with the Son of the Goblin. But I am going to straight up say Topher Grace's Venom was just no.
No.
What were they thinking?
We need buff Venom. That's
Yeah,
what we need.
Tom Hardy.
And we're getting him.
Yeah, we're getting
Oh,
Tom Hardy.
we are Venom. Oh,
And then he takes that guy out. Like, I can't wait, man.
so good.
Yeah, man.
So good.
Fangirl.
Right? Yeah, you see it. It's in here. Look, we are Venom.
Everybody's got a fangirl.
God, when
Getting bigger over time.
because I was like, okay, don't watch the trailer. I can't not watch the trailer. It's like
There was so
we
many.
are
Everybody had
Venom.
the trailer on their story. It was as soon as it came out, like everybody.
Because
was
I
like,
try to
"We've
watch
seen it."
just a teaser, but like I need to see it. I need to see Venom.
I have refrained so far.
Right.
I've
Yeah, do that. Because I've only heard the dialogue. I like close my eyes. Don't see anything. Don't see
I
anything.
haven't
Don't.
seen or heard anything, so I'm rocking the distant angle.
Oh my God! I really hope like there's like a cameo of Spider-Man. Just like
I'm
show
praying
it.
to God.
Show it. Just put him in the MCU. Just do that.
What I
You-
really hope, sorry to interrupt real quick, but what I really hope is that whenever they get, the Daily Beagle in the MCU, please, for the love of God, bring back J.K. Simmons.
Oh yeah, he was
Jay Jonah,
perfect.
like,
He was perfect. He was perfect.
My favorite Spider-Man movie. I'm gonna have to go with Spider-Man 1. I watched it so many times. I have it, like a lot of it, like in here. It was just so great, and it's just the start of Spider-Man for me, a lot of it. And then I would like to say that I like Spider-Man 3 as my 2nd favorite because it has all the villains that I remember from, like, I watched the cartoon, and it's got Sandman, like as soon as I saw what was happening, it's like, the Sandman, it's Sandman, it's Sandman, it's Sandman. I got excited, went crazy.
All right. Wow, that's a lot of smoke over there. If you could create your own spider person, what would their name be?
Bruce.
Bruce? Just Bruce.
No last name.
It's like, oh, hey, look, is that Spider-Man? It's Bruce! Bruce is here! It's Bruce! Hey, guys, it's
Scarlet,
Bruce!
so that she could be the Scarlet Spider.
Oh, okay. What about you?
For me, this is probably gonna sound stupid, but I would make it like, say, if Spider-Man had a son with MJ and just be like, I don't know, Spider Boy.
Spider-Boy.
But I would name him, I'd name him Ben Parker Jr.
Oh, I think there is one like that.
Is there really?
Yeah, I think there's like, because there's an alternate universe where their daughter was born and she becomes Spider-Girl, and then there's another, her little brother who becomes Ben Parker Jr.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And he has like a cool suit. He looks like this one, except no web, all red, and he has a little hood.
Nice.
And I'm like, shit, I was gonna draw something like that. Fuck. What about you?
It'd probably be like the next gen Spider-Man, like super tech. So it'd just be the Spider-Bot, Spider Tech.
Spider Tech.
And he'd have like all this gear, and like he'd probably have
He
a.
would not have powers. He would just use technology to use the powers.
Basically, it's like he was looking through like the newspaper, saw Spider-Man's like, and like Spider-Man's gone because like super future.
Right.
It's like, I want to be this guy.
I want to be
I
Spider-Man.
can use my technology to be this guy. I'm gonna do it, and he just did it.
Techies.
In his garage, in his future garage.
It's Batman, a Spider-Man themed Batman days.
Spider-Man being it's Batman being Spider-Man. Oh, man, you're cut off like completely. Get a little closer over here. All right. What time is it? How much is that? That is 22 minutes. I think that's enough. All right. 2 more questions. What advice would you give cosplayers / congoers?
Drink a lot of water, because it gets really hot and you can get dehydrated really fast.
Especially in Texas.
Yeah.
Right now we're fresh. We're good.
Yeah.
Right now,
It's nice out here. Like,
right now the spider gods have blessed us with good wind and clouds.
They have.
What about? You say water. Okay. What about you?
I would say, okay, dance belt is your best friend. Invest, it's worth it. Get souls for your costume, because otherwise you will completely ruin it. And it is totally worth investing in a good costume. Like, I got this one and I love it, but I'm not too happy with it. His, I love. Like, he better hold on to that because I will steal it from him.
Yeah.
For me, my advice would be some of the same stuff he said again, but bring deodorant for sure, because you will sweat, especially in Texas. And my main advice is just, when you come to one of these, don't be afraid. Have fun. It's fun. You get to be yourself. No one judges you.
Just don't be an.
Anyone who does judge you, they're a dick, and they can go fuck themselves.
Unless you're an asshole, have fun.
Yeah.
Well, my advice is probably have a buddy because it's always more fun. Don't be a dick. Definitely the bring the water one.
You're cutting off again.
Oh no. So yeah, don't be a dick. Have a friend. I had another one. I knew it was there.
Got it. You got it, Spider-Man. Use the power of the symbiote.
No, I can't remember. It was a good one too. It was just. But definitely bring water. Just be ready to have fun.
Right.
Just, it's always fun when you're here because we got nice people here. Just be a good person and people be a good person to you.
Yeah. Damn it! Oh, it's got stuck again. Anyway.
I got you.
All right. So, last question. What is something you wish for people to change in a community?
Patience. Patience. A lot of people don't have patience these days. I think if we have more patience, a lot less people will be angry.
Oh yeah, because like just recently I was passing the line and yes, it's big. I know people, A-kon today just like wasn't great with the line being so long. Their system supposedly went down. I mean, you can't help that. But I saw a lady going like, you should open the fast pass for everybody because this is ridiculous. And it's like, oh, hello. You want to take a picture? Go ahead.
Ready, Angel? Come on, smile for Daddy.
Angel, no problem.
Running.
Or outside? Oh yeah, angry, impatient people. Yeah, like.
Almost around here.
Yeah, sorry guys, sorry it's taking so long.
It's okay.
It was, yeah, like people were, like that lady was angry and I was like, oh lady, it's not their fault, don't be angry. I know you're upset, but like you can't do much about it, you know? And that fast pass is for people who donated to charity. For people who want to like ride horses and play with dogs and play with cats and play with, those are for that.
If their system's down, it's not like those people are moving any faster anyway, so.
Yeah, it's just what they can do, okay? Maybe they'll do better next year, but it comes with the con, I mean.
Yeah, it's a
Alright.
huge con.
Yeah. Did I ask you? Yeah, okay, yeah, we said impatient people. Okay.
Did
well,
you mean in like the cosplay community or just in general?
cosplay community, if you want to talk about general as well, it's up to you.
I guess just show everybody support. Like everybody's at different levels of like cosplaying and experience and stuff, and everybody's into different things. So just show everybody love. Like everybody deserves it.
Sweet. What about you?
Basically, don't be a judgmental asshole. Like, you know, some people are beginners. Just, you know, like him over there. He's a beginner. And like, you know,
kind of a beginner
and he's a
too.
beginner too. But like, you know,
I'm an
just don't judge, you know? But yeah. But anyways, what else was I gonna say? I think that's all I got to say.
Something you want to change?
Just anything I want to change is just, it's kind of hard because it's doing pretty okay from what I've seen so far. Patience is a thing that is needed to happen because a lot of people don't have it. I remember a story from school, it's real quick. I said, patience is a virtue, and a girl said to me, it's a stupid virtue, and I'm just like, chill out.
Yeah, all good things come for those who wait? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful A-kon 29, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, past second grade.
Yep.
Remember to learn something every day. Come on, fist pump.
Oh, I can't see it.
I can't see you. And remember to learn something every day, then talk about it. See you next time.